Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. This is episode 88, and today we're starting things off in the brand spanking new nether hub that we built in the previous episode of Hermitcraft, and I have to say, I am really happy with it. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. There's some nice blocks going on, we've got plenty of greys, we've got a little bit of red mixed in. It definitely looks like a redstone based nether hub right here. We've got plenty of red and just industrial colours, and obviously the 3x3 spiral door is also looking very good, even if I appear to be missing some blocks, so I'll fill those in the next couple seconds. But before we begin in today's episode, I've got something that I just want to mention that I personally am very excited about, and that is the fact that this evening I am actually going to be making a 5-hour journey, yes, a 5-hour journey to Cornwall to go surfing tomorrow. Then tomorrow evening I'm going to drive home, so I'm going to have like a mini holiday just surfing. Now, I personally love surfing. Surfing is one of my favourite hobbies. I'm absolutely terrible at it, okay, I'm awful, but it's just such great fun. I love it. I love being on the beach. Even the wetsuits aren't that bad, even though you do look horrendous in them. So I'm super excited. And in fact, this episode, if I do an AFK session, should be recorded over that holiday, which means that by the end of the episode, I might be able to tell you how well it's gone. So I'll keep you posted. But anyway, the plan for today's episode is really quite simple. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a shop in the shopping district. Now that is going to get a lot of you really quite excited because, as you guys know, I haven't built a shop in the shopping district for ages. The last one I did was the casino, and I think that was episode 50. So yeah, it's been a very long time indeed, and that's simply because I haven't had too much to sell, despite what you guys are saying. I know I could probably sell all of these melons, pumpkins, and things like that, but to be honest with you, I don't think many people would really buy this sort of thing. This isn't the sort of thing that you can really sell in the shopping district. But books, however, books are very successful. Now, as you guys know, I've got my AFK fishing farm that is producing a ton of enchanted books. You can see all of them right here. Some of them are absolutely ridiculous, and also, obviously, I've got all my villagers as well. They produce some pretty wicked enchanted books too. So what I thought I'd do is, instead of creating a bookshop where you sell specific types of books, so you say like, you've got like Punch 2 books for 5 diamonds, and Mending books for 5 diamonds, and things like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a jumble bookshop where every single enchanted book is 1 diamond. So all of them are 1 diamond, they're all going to be in one chest, you just have to search through and pick up the ones you want, and it doesn't matter how good the enchantments are, they're still going to be 1 diamond. That's sort of the plan. So even that is going to be a diamond, but then things like this one right here, also going to be a diamond, that's going to be a diamond, and that's got efficiency 4 and protection 3, and I'm breaking 3 and everything on it. I mean, all of them are just going to be 1 diamond. No matter how insane the book is, that's sort of my plan. I have no idea if this is going to be a successful business or not, but I think that sounds like a pretty good option to me. So guys, I have been hard at work in my redstone testing world for around about the past hour and a half, trying to come up with various different designs for this thing. I've been so stuck for ideas today. It's just been such a struggle, but I've just about managed to get there, and I've just about managed to build something that I think looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks okay, in my opinion. Now, I know there's some people out there who don't like seeing the build before I construct it on the Hermitcraft server, so if you don't want to see it in my testing world right now, close your eyes, and for those of you who do want to see it, this is it. I mean, it's quite cool, isn't it? I've only built half of it, but it is quite cool. It's got a nice style to it. I'm going to try my best not to explain it too much, because then obviously that will describe the build to all of the people that don't want to see it. But let me know what you think down in the comment section, and let's start work on the Hermitcraft server. Thankfully, due to my mob spawner AFKing, I actually have a decent quantity of string for once, so I should be able to make enough wool to do all of the book. I don't think there's too much. There's probably only about 20 bits of wool, so 2 stacks is going to be more than enough. My Elytra didn't activate! My Elytra just didn't activate! They totally just didn't work whatsoever, which means that I fell to my death. I don't understand why that sometimes happened to me. I just jumped off the edge, I hit spacebar, I wasn't flying, so then I panicked and hit spacebar a bunch of times, I continued to not fly, then I hit the floor pretty hard, and I have no idea where that was. Right, so I jumped off my drone, which means it has to be somewhere in this location. Fairly certain I jumped off just over there. So hopefully a mob hasn't picked up my ridiculous items. There they are. They are right next to all the redstone for our wireless redstone door. Right, let's see if everything's here. Right, see, look. They're fully done. They have durability. It's not like they ran out. Oh, that's so frustrating, and I had all of the items for the build as well, so if I've lost any of those, I'm actually going to be greatly upset. I think, no, there's still more to go. Where did I land? Oh, this is infuriating. And of course, now my Elytra are working perfectly fine, so you guys probably aren't going to believe me. Okay, it doesn't sound believable, does it? Your Elytra just stopped working magically, and you hit the floor. I can promise you, this was not a spoon moment. This was Minecraft. I'm blaming Minecraft for this one, and I'm going to try my best not to hit anything, because things seem to be loading in slowly, but we are on our way over to the shopping district. I'm actually going to be popping into Wood World, and we are going to see how much stuff we can get. We're going to need spruce wood, we're going to need the dark oak logs, we're going to need regular oak, and I think that just about covers it. Yeah, that's all the wood we need. I've got some bad news, guys. The chicken is going. I'm dismantling the chicken shop that I built early on in the Hermitcraft series, simply because there is no space in the shopping district whatsoever. I haven't restocked this thing in years, so this is on its way out, and we're going to build the fresh shop in this spot right here. Hopefully there's enough space. If not, we're just going to extend out the mesa biome. As you can probably tell, no, there was not enough space in the mesa biome, so what I'm doing now is a really budget extension of the area. Hopefully no one looks at my build from this spot right here, because it's going to look quite frankly horrendous. Now I'm going to warn you guys, for the first time in ages, my brain and my mouth are not communicating particularly well, so prepare for some very strange sounding words, but the first layer of the build has gone in place, and this should give us an idea of the footprint of the design, and all I'll say is that it looked a lot smaller in my testing world. I thought this was a small build. This is like a big area that we're taking up right here. No wonder we had to extend the mesa biome. Wow, okay, so we've got the Expo sign next to us, and we have False Symmetry's flower shop right there. Both of these are very small little builds, which is probably making this thing look bigger. That might be part of the issue right here, because obviously once we start chucking in the blocks, and then the roof, and then the thing that goes on top of the roof, yeah, we're going to end up with quite a large building. This is probably going to be the biggest building in this row. Potentially. In fact, almost definitely. You know what, it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out. I'm going to chuck in the rest of the blocks for our little hut down at the bottom, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So the final few blocks are going in now, and I'm sort of getting myself into a bit of a rhythm right here. Just chuck in those, and then I go 1, 2, 3, and then up like that, and then the final ones is just a simple case of doing pretty much the same thing, and then wrapping the spruce wood logs round, and there it is. This is the full exterior of the hut, all done and dusted. And once again, let's take a peek at how big it is. And yes, it's huge. It's actually a really, really big build. And it almost looks a little bit shapeless at this point in time. It's not brilliant. I think it's one of those things. I'm hoping it's one of those things that will get better once we start adding in the different bits and bobs. But right now, it is looking like a big spruce wood mess. Oh, no. And I absolutely love this build. I think it looks awesome. Yeah, let's try our best to get the roof on. We'll see how it looks with the roof on. And just, let's hope it gets better from here. The roof is now done. Here it is. Yeah, it looks better. It definitely looks better. I'm much happier with it. At this point in time, it looks more like a building. And also, with the top half slab being the roof right there, that sort of removed a lot of the spruce action that was going on. Because originally, when you looked at it, it sort of just looked like a big spruce wood mess. Now, it looks less like a spruce wood mess and more like a jungle hut, which is sort of the plan. That's sort of what we're looking for right here. So let's pop inside. And yes, that looks awesome. That looks so cool with all the different types of lighting. Look, we've got the lighting. Oh, it just, yeah, that's really, really good. Okay, so I really like the roof from the inside. From the outside, it also looks cool as well. Now what we have to do is we need to chuck the gigantic book that is going to be going on top of this thing on top of this thing. Let's construct it. The only thing that I completely forgot about in this project is ink sacks, and thankfully False Symmetry has got about 1 billion in stock. So let's get 1 stack of that. So that should give us enough ink to create some grey dye, to create some grey wool, because we need some of that for our book. Now we just need to pop outside and... This is why I hate Frostwalker. It's the worst enchantment in the game. Seriously, it's terrible. So while I do this, I thought I'd have a really quick chat to you, just like a minute long, talking about events, because events are something that I've never really done before too much, okay? I've never really been to events, but obviously I've been to the 2 previous Minecons, Minecon 2015 and Minecon 2016. I've loved both of them, okay? I've absolutely loved both of them, mainly because I've managed to meet a ton of you guys. That's like the most important thing to me, just meeting all of you. So what I thought I'd do is quickly ask during this time-lapse chat, what events are you guys going to? What events would you like me to go to? And I will try my best to make that happen. Because as I say, I love meeting you. And it's such a brilliant experience. And it's definitely something that I want to do more often. So if you let me know down in the comment section, I can earmark those events and say, hey, these are ones I want to go to. And I can schedule my future around those events, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let's finish this and get back onto the Hermitcraft server. And here it is. This is the build, all fully completed, and it is looking fantastic, if you're asking me. I love this thing. I love, like, big pixel art parts of Minecraft on top of builds. You guys know I built the TNT shop in the shape of TNT. I built my Iron Golem shop in the face of an Iron Golem's head. Just seem to love that sort of thing, and this is perfect. I'm in love. I'm in love with this shop right here, and by the look of things, we have our first customer. He has actually been there for the entire time lapse, and I can't seem to get him out. He just doesn't seem to spot me. Oh, he spotted me. He has spotted me. Oh, I thought he'd just blown up that build then. That really scared me. Hopefully he doesn't go. Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting better at this creeper fighting business. The one thing that you may notice is that the interior of this place isn't looking so hot. I mean, we've got this horrible floor right here. We've got nothing going on the inside. We need to make it just a tiny bit prettier, and I think I'm going to have to grab myself some more spruce wood and some more wooden planks and basically chuck those around, and hopefully that will improve the place. Oh no! No. That is the worst possible thing that creeper could have blown up. That is the worst possible thing that creeper could have blown up. There's no chests around here. I have loads of wood. I have loads of wood in my inventory. That is a non-issue, right? Okay. Sorry, I went into panic mode. I completely forgot that I could craft chests. Oh, look, I'm doing everything wrong. And now that chest is falling in there, and I'm never going to be able to pick it up. Seriously, this is why I am not good in a crisis. And I sincerely hope that another creeper doesn't come along, because then I can wave goodbye to all these lovely items that I have right here. I think it would be faster to just craft another chest. You know what? I'm going to start placing all these items in this chest right here. That's probably a good idea. I am terrible. I am a terrible Minecraft player. You should probably stop watching me at some point. So now that all of that is fully cleared up, I have placed the signs on the inside. Mumbo Jumbo Jumble books. All books of 1 diamond. And we're going to place a double chest here. A double chest in this corner once my mouse stops messing about. And a double chest in this corner as well. All 3 of these chests are going to be filled with enchanted books. We have got a lot of transporting to do right here, but we have got plenty of stock by the end of it, so that's the most important thing. First batch of books are being taken over, and as you can see, there are some pretty mega books in here. We've got Fortune 3, we've got a lot of Efficiency 4, Acro Affinity, I've seen Punch 2 in there as well. Oh boy, Jumble Books is going to make me millions! Millions of diamonds. I can just feel it in my bones. It's going to be brilliant. I swear my new build is definitely a creeper magnet. It is definitely a creeper magnet. And I don't understand how or why. Oh, it's probably the fact that I haven't lit up my new extended mesa biome. Yeah, I should probably do that at some point. But the transportation of books is going quite nicely. We're getting a bunch of them in here right now. And as you're seeing from my inventory, I feel like I should be charging more than 1 diamond per book. There are some absolute bargains in here. So Hermits, if you're watching this, you know where to come. I mean, look at this. Absolutely smashing. And that, my friends, is that. We have got all of my enchanted books inside the storage. And as you can see, it hasn't quite filled it. We have not filled up the entire Mumbo Jumbo Jumble bookstore. So what we're going to have to do is later on in the episode, I'm going to have to AFK fish while I am in Cornwall. But for now, we're actually going to be popping over into a slightly new space, and we're going to be doing some other bits on Hermitcraft. I hope Iskal likes my new shop. So originally, I was going to do some beacon relocating and things like that, but then I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if we could get lots more books for our new shop that we've built right here? Now, obviously, we've got all of our villagers, and it will be smart of me to put some really good books inside the mix here we have got from our villagers themselves. So for example, we've got mending books, we can chuck those in. We've got things like Aqua Affinity for 7 emeralds, that's an awesome trade. Punch 2, we've got Feather Falling 4 books. All that sort of thing can just make its way into my store, and it'll be among all of the not so good books, I guess you could say. So that means that all of the hermits have to come by, they have to browse through all of the books and basically look through what stock we have. And I think I should have a bunch of emeralds over here, which is good. We've got 2 stacks of blocks, so I'm going to use all of those. And also, I've got a bunch of books off in this chest over here, I believe, I hope. No? Have I lost my books? Well, my books are in the storage system somewhere. I will find them, and I will trade with them. Well, I must admit, that has gone a lot faster than I was expecting. We have got Silk Touch books, we've got Mending books, we've got Aqua Affinity, and that's it. Those are all the books that we've got. We've also got a few books that I actually found in my storage system. We still have 11 books left to go, and I think I have about 3 stacks of leather to make plenty more books. So we're just going to have hundreds of them. I mean, we're just going to have hundreds of awesome books in this shop, and they're all a diamond each. I can't stop selling my bookshop to all the hermits. I mean, I really sound like a salesman right now, telling people to come by my store, but seriously, my store is worth coming to, guys. And this is it, the final batch of books making their way over to the Mumbo Jumbo Jumble books. And one thing that I just want to say is, I feel like I've done a really good job at creating a store that matches with the book up at the top. In fact, Iskal did just say, wow, when he first saw it, which I don't know if he's talking about the actual bookstore itself. Maybe he was wowed by how horrible it looks, but I'm going to say that he was impressed by my building skills. Anyway, let's pop inside and we'll chuck in these final few. We have got Efficiency 4 and we've got Punch 2 as well as a few more Efficiency 4 and also some Aqua Affinity as well. Now that is going to be perfect, but as you can see, we have got a bunch of spots left over and a bunch of spots down at the bottom here. And that is going to be filled up by books from the AFK Fish Farm. Now, a lot of the books in here are from the AFK Fish Farm, and as you can see, they are generally very odd in the way that they enchant things. So you can see we have like Respiration 3, Power 4, and Fire Protection, all of which are for different parts. We have also got things like Power 4, we've got Knockback 2, so one's for a bow, one's for a sword, one's for armor, another one is for a sword, and another one is for armor. So they're a little bit all over the place. But it does mean that if you place that on an item, then it will take the enchantments that suit that item and put it on there. So for example, say we wanted Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, then we could just put that on a pickaxe. Obviously, you wouldn't get Depth Strider 3 on your pickaxe, unfortunately, but it would just apply the decent enchantments there, which is why those books are so valuable, because occasionally you get some really, really beastly enchantments. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do some AFK fishing towards the end of today's episode. We're hopefully going to get a ton of awesome enchanted books, and then we can bring them over to the store as well and chuck them in so that we're fully stocked up, ready to rake in millions upon billions of diamonds. Bad news, guys. Avast Antivirus decided that sometime in my AFK session was a good time to let me know that I should probably buy Avast Antivirus, which I don't want to do. Okay, I don't want to buy Avast. Avast, if you're watching this, I don't want to buy your service, okay? Simple as that. So stop popping up on my screen and telling me about your pro services because, well, the free one seems perfectly fine to me. But unfortunately, that does mean that my AFK session was cut short because, of course, the way that you AFK fish is you have to hold down the right-click button, and when something opens up in front of Minecraft, then you're right-clicking on that screen as opposed to Minecraft. So we're about to find out what my 2 days worth of AFKing has actually managed to get me. Let's see if we wasted a huge quantity of time here. If we have, I will be so disappointed. Okay, I will be so very disappointed. Here goes. Okay, it must have happened quite late on. We've got one book there. We don't seem to have too many books. We've got a lot of fishing rods and a lot of bows, but very few books. Where are all the books? Have we just got really oddly unlucky here? That is so strange. Hang on. Let's pop up onto this level right here and see. Right, okay, here come the books. Wow, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yes, we've got a good one there. Fantastic, fantastic. And by the look of things, we were AFK for quite a good length of time on this one. That was an insane one. Efficiency 4. My word. Wow, okay, so we have got a bunch of really good books in here. I mean, seriously, we got a mending book back then. How long were we AFK? Alright, that must have happened quite late in the session because as you can see, we have got a ridiculous number of items, and that might be because of my awesome new thing, my awesome fishing rod. I actually got this from the AFK fish farm. It's Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 3, and that means that, well, by the look of things, you get a lot luckier when it comes to what items you get. My word. My word. Oh my word. Have we actually, like, gone past? Have we gone past the top of the chests? No, surely not. No, we haven't. How disappointing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to transport these over to Mumbo Jumbo Jumble Books, and we'll start chucking them in the chest. And I have to say, we might actually need more chests at this rate because, well, we're really filling them up, aren't we? Alright, so here we are, and by the look of things, we've had some customers. Oh, we've actually had some customers in Mumbo Jumbo Jumble Books. Fantastic. We've already got 6 diamonds, which I have to say is, that's more than I think I've got from any of my other shops already. So there's 6 diamonds there. We've got another bunch of diamonds, another 6 diamonds there. Oh my word, this is fantastic. We've already got 16 diamonds. Oh, 16 diamonds, guys. Right, okay. What we're going to do is I am going to craft up a few more chests. We're going to chuck a few more chests in here. Maybe some up the back like this. Maybe we could put chests going right the way up all of the walls. I think that's a good idea. And then I'm going to chuck the other books from the AFK fish farm into the system. And, well, this is just going to be stupidly profitable. I can already tell it's going to be stupidly profitable. I'm absolutely thrilled. We have finally made a half-decent shop on the Hermitcraft server. We're rich! So we have it, guys. We now have a bunch more chests. I've chucked in all of the new enchanted books that were left over in the storage system. I've also refilled all of these chests as well. So we now have a bunch more books in stock. And I guess we should probably work out which ones aren't being bought. Like, for example, Power 1 definitely isn't going to be bought. Fortune 1 probably not. Thorns 1. Things like that. Maybe after a little while we'll go through and we'll clear out all of the totally rubbish books. And then we'll leave all of the other ones behind. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.